Where are you going? Where are you going? It's like seeing somebody wander off into the fucking forest.
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another review today. This one's going to be doing another video for the Walking Dead universe and another video for the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. We're going to be discussing a little bit of the aftermath now of the finale. We're going to do some Season 4 predictions and all that fun stuff. So, hope you guys enjoyed the review that we posted yesterday for the Daryl Dixon finale, of course. A big in-depth review. We did like over 20 minutes of a discussion for that one. So definitely make sure to check that one out. I am also thinking that I might potentially do a Daryl Dixon like aftermath live stream maybe this upcoming weekend talking about the season in general with you guys, because I haven't done a live stream in a few months, so I might do another one of those. I might, honestly, or maybe this week if I even get a chance, you know what I mean? My week is pretty hectic though, so I'll probably stick to the weekend, but we'll have to see. Just a little heads up for y'all, I might do that, so definitely stay tuned for that and keep an eye out. Definitely keep them notifications going, you know what I mean? Because it might happen. So but yeah, that is the plan there. And then obviously, well, we just concluded the season. It was a really great finale. I think a lot of people enjoyed the finale. I saw a lot of people enjoying it. Not many people that didn't, honestly. It was a really, really well-received finale. So tomorrow we're going to do a Q&A video going over your stuff. Today I wanted to reserve for a Season 4 predictions video because I was kind of waiting a little bit on making a predictions video because I know they usually put out like 30-second teasers for their next seasons, and we haven't gotten that yet for Season 4 this time around. It's a little different than Season 2 and 3, I noticed. We haven't gotten anything, so we may not even get anything. That is, you know, a possibility. So, if that is the case, and maybe they're trying to keep this season a little bit more secretive than usual, then we're just going to do a Season 4 predictions right now. You know what I mean? Just go in blind, talk about what we can. So, where Season 3 ended off and where I see Season 4 going. Now, this is an 8-episode season. They've confirmed that. It is the final season of the Daryl Dixon show, which, as much as I've enjoyed Season 3, as much as I enjoyed the first season, as much as I think that this is overall a good spinoff. I think I can say that now. It's a good spinoff. It's a good series, and I think they've done a good job with it, but I'm still happy it's ending. I'm still happy it's ending. Because, here's the thing. We need to get Daryl home, okay? We do. And I think this is going to have to be the moment it happens. There's no way it can't. You know what I mean? Like, you can't end this show with Daryl in Spain. I refuse to believe that. So, I would say that, yes, I think we're finally going home this season as this season comes to an end, as this show comes to an end. I think a decent portion of this will still be in Spain, probably about at least 5 or 6 episodes will probably be in Spain. Hell, maybe 7 episodes. And then we'll kind of move on, and we'll go to different locations, and we'll get back home. You know what I mean? So, in terms of what we know about this season, in terms of what I can kind of predict off of this, one of the things I've actually known about for like about a month straight here, even a little bit more than that, I did see footage of Romaine Levi filming with Norman Reedus on set. I think we all saw that, but you guys know I don't like to cover like massive spoilery topics like that. I like to just, you know, let it happen. Now I can just talk about it because we know he's going to interact with Daryl, and we know he's going to be in Season 4, so that's an obvious. So I'm looking forward to seeing Daryl and Codron's interactions. I'm really hoping they keep him alive. That's like my biggest like request for this, is that you brought Codron back. Let him survive the show. I think that would be in their best interest, and genuinely bring him back to America. Let him have a role in America in whatever they do next, because here's the thing, this is not a sad season for me. This is not me prepping for a conclusion of Daryl's character, because I don't think it is. I don't even think it's close to Daryl's conclusion. I would be flabbergasted if this show ended with Season 4 and we actually let that character go. Like Daryl Dixon was just done. I don't believe that's happening. I don't believe that's going down. And I don't believe this is Daryl's conclusion at all. I think this is going to be the most open-ended season of anything, honestly. So, with that being said, I'm not sad about this. With Carol, I feel like they could give her a conclusion, hopefully with Antonio, or at least in some kind of way, you know, shape or form. I feel like Carol's lined up to be concluded soon. I don't know what else you could do with that character, if I'm being honest. Daryl, it feels like they're still going to do stuff. It still feels like Daryl's going to have a role to play in some kind of way. I feel like Daryl's going to be kicking people's asses in his 70s, if I'm being honest. So, I don't see this being the end of Daryl just yet. I don't. But my biggest thing this season, getting back to America. That's my biggest ask and my biggest want for this season, is getting Daryl the F home. Honestly, that is the best way I'll put it. And, in particular, this is the biggest thing I want for this season. Let the Spain characters actually survive this shit. Not all of them. You have to kill some characters. It's The Walking Dead. But I'm asking this. Do not do what you did in France. Actually let some of these developed characters survive and actually survive this show. Because otherwise, if it's just Daryl and Carol that survive, I feel like I can speak for the fan base here when I say, a lot of us are just going to say, okay, go fucking figure. You know what I mean? Whereas if you actually go out of your way to let at least maybe one or two of them survive the Spain storyline, like maybe Antonio survives or maybe Paz survives, first of all, it would be unexpected. It would be very unexpected. And I think it would be very enjoyable to see one or two of these characters actually survive out of this storyline. You know what I mean? To represent what we've been watching the entire time. So I would say let at least one of these characters survive, preferably at least two of them. And then the rest, if you must, obviously kill them off. But you gotta pick the right characters. I would go with Antonio and Paz to survive Spain, and for some reason, go back with Daryl in some kind of way, shape, or form. But I don't think that's going to happen. If I'm being 100% honest here, I think they're going to kill the majority of these characters in Season 4. Maybe even Kodron himself, which I think would be very unfortunate and very crummy on their end to do so after bringing him back in this massive way. But I just see the writing on the wall with this one. I really do. Now, okay, the grand prize game, if you will, in the words of Negan. The grand prize game. The grand question that every fucking viewer is probably going to have. Are we going to see Rick in this season at all? Are we going to finally get that reunion that we've all been desperately hanging on to see? Hanging on to dear life on the edge of a fucking cliff to fucking see. So, do I think it's going to happen?
Well, whoever buys that's a fucking idiot.
One simple answer. No.
Calm down. Oh! Hey! What's that?
I won't again! I should have gone to fucking bed! Should have took a fucking nap!
I do not think it's going to happen, and that fucking pisses me off. But, here's the thing. I'm going to remain happy about it, because they are actively working right now on that reunion. We know that that's happening. We know that's being planned out. Which is exactly why I don't think we're getting it this season. I truly believe that this season will end with them arriving back at Commonwealth, or at least getting in the vicinity of that. But I don't think we're actually going to fucking see that reunion, which really pisses me off because I really wish that they would do that, but I don't think we're going to get that. So to disclose all the Rick theories on this season, I don't think we're getting him. If I see Rick Grimes in 408 of Daryl Dixon, I will genuinely be fucking shocked. I will be shocked to my very core, and honestly good, because that means that they didn't set it up at all to where you would expect it. You know what I mean? Because right now it does not look hopeful at all. It looks hopeless as hell to have Rick in this season. But I would love if they shocked me. I would love if they did, but I don't think they're going to do it. I think this is going to be prepared for a different Walking Dead thing. And that's why I'm not upset about it, because they're already actively working on this reunion that they're planning out. Yet this is the final season of Daryl Dixon, and we're supposed to believe that this is the conclusion of Daryl Dixon? Hell no, it's not. This is not the conclusion of Daryl Dixon, because they're already working on, following, content with Daryl's character after this. So 100%, this is not Daryl's ending. That's why I'm not sad about it. That's why I'm not sad about any of it, honestly. Because there's going to be more. There's going to be more. It's probably literally the coming year after. I don't see 2026 being the conclusion of the Daryl character. I don't. I literally see 2027, maybe a break. Maybe 2028, we're already back with Daryl. We're back with more Daryl. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think there's anything for us to worry about when it comes to the conclusion of his character. I think the one we should focus on more in terms of a conclusion this season is Carol. I could see a scenario where Carol is over this season, for sure. But I even her, I still feel like they're going to use her in some kind of way. So But again, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. All I know is that Norman has said that apparently the episodes that he's been filming as of late, as of the last few weeks, has been mentally draining and absolutely a rough experience to do. Like, apparently he's been punched in the face a few times. Like, apparently this shit's been getting insane. So, I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what that all means. I'm excited to see what kind of crazy shit they're putting Norman through this season. One final season, one final experience, and then God knows where Daryl goes next. Hopefully Rick. Hopefully. But we'll have to see. So, one more season of Spain, one more season of Daryl Dixon, and then we are on to, hopefully, what we've all been waiting to see. That's what I'm hoping for. So, we'll see. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon. More videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.